Diary of a Cat Mom.
Welcome to Diary of a Cat Mom, a gentle space for cat lovers who love their cats like family.
Free feeding versus controlled feeding for cats. So as I started my cat journey many moons ago, I did free feeding because I never heard about controlled feeding at that time. And so I put dry food out there and the cats could eat it whenever they were in the mood to. And then once or twice a day, I gave them as a little treat wet food. And then over time, I recognized that the bush cats, the ones who are a little bit more shy and hiding, were not as adventurous, more intimidated as the tree cats, right? The cats who like to run and jump and intimidate the other ones. They were much slimmer as the bush cats, the ones who were hiding. And I was surprised about that. And then I recognized that in the night, the bush cats came out and they were eating all the cat leftovers. So that the fear of being seen and the fear of that they can run around without that the more adventurous cats try to intimidate them, play with them, or get into their way, made the bush cats becoming the fat cats. So then the adventurous one who were running and had a great self-esteem, they were the slim ones. They're not skinny, but they had like normal cat sizes. And the other ones became more and more like rounded. And I'm, oh my God, I don't want that my kitties get these illnesses the same as for the humans because they have so much more weight and so much less exercise. So then I started next to giving them different areas to be free and space to run, which helped the bush cats a lot to lose weight. But also I started from free feeding, controlled feeding for cats. And that made an immense change. And I love it. And I wanted to share that because first, as vet suggested it to me, oh my God, now I have to spend, instead of playing with the kitties and entertaining the kitties time, that I have like a schedule for them when they can eat, when they cannot eat, and then put the bowls out and put the bowls back. And I was a little bit hesitant, I would say lazy, to do it. But then as I saw what it made, what the effect it had to their little bodies, right? Then I didn't want to do it to them because they're my babies. So the controlled feeding really, for me, required a schedule that I have 2 times. I have a time in the morning and I have a time in the evening where I fill their bowls and they all, thanks God, eat the same food. They're all the similar ages and none of them has illnesses where they need special prescription food. So but what's interesting, not only now that they get slimmer, the bush cats, but also by feeding them at the same time, they knew they had to share and they had to accept the other kitties eating close to them, not next to them, but close to them. And not only did that help them with their body mass and brought down the body mass and made them much slimmer, for sure healthier, but also helped the whole, I would say, environment to be more calmer and to accept each other. So now the bush cats, they are much more adventurous as they were. And the adventurous ones, they calmed down a lot. So they all get along much better. And due to controlled feeding, it's surprising to me. I never thought about it that this could have an effect. But I thought I'd share for the listeners who are going through that and having the same thoughts where the vet said something, you should do controlled feeding. You, oh my God, one more thing on my agenda, what I should do. It really does not only help your kitty to live a healthier life and increase the life quality, but also it will help your kitty to feel more satisfied and perhaps more loved, right? Because in this way, we all living beings like to have structure, less or more, but all living beings like to have structure. So when there is an expectation, the expectation is fulfilled. And that totally makes sense to me. So let me know how this worked out for you and for your kitty and how this could help increasing the life quality for your little furry one.
Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Give your cat an extra soft touch tonight. And I'll meet you back here tomorrow. Diary of a Cat Mom.